Hey YouTube, so many of you may remember a while ago, November 1st, 2015 to be exact, when the best day of my life happened. I just got engaged! And I cried a lot. But just because Grace beat me to the punch didn't mean I was gonna let the romantic gestures end there. So this is part one of the story of how I proposed to my fiance who had already proposed to me. Cause screw heteronorms, it's cute and why not? So I woke up the day before our trip to France, which you can watch here if you haven't already. It's pretty flippin' cute. See? And something just overtook me. I decided I couldn't wait any longer and I wanted to ask Grace to be my wife as soon as possible. I then took that feeling and ran with it. Hi guys, so I've shot this several times, but I'm really nervous and excited, so it's hard to talk, and I decided I'm going to propose to Grace in a few days. We're going to Paris, and I thought, that's the city of love. There's not gonna be a more romantic moment to do it, so I have today off, and I'm going to spend the day preparing for the proposal. Right now, I have a list. I have decided the things I need for this proposal are a box, a blanket, candles, faux roses, bows, puffy paint, and a scalpel. It's gonna be a weird proposal. All right, I'm gonna go shower. Shoo! You knocked me off of my feet, girl. And I wish to you joy and happiness. Woo! I'm a very pretty girl. I never thought the day would come. Love. And now that I have my makeup and my hair did, I'm gonna go to the majestic Target, Party City, and Michael's to get the supplies I need. Shoo! A few hours later, I returned home with a butt ton of art supplies, and the crafting commenced. One of my favorite and probably the most important present I made that day was a custom ring box. I did this because the box Janko gave me was super basic and nothing about it screamed Grace in any way. Plus, I thought a Spider-Man themed proposal vessel would be way more personal and romantic. Around the side of the box it says, always my exactly, because Grace says she loves me always, like in always and for always, and I call her my exactly. It's cute. And then when you open it up on the inside, it says, be my Spidey. So do you want to see the ring? Okay, isn't it perfect? I thought so. I think it really fits Grace well. Whenever I see it, I just see her in it. Goofy confession and potentially helpful DIY tip. In order to dry all the puffy paint crafts, I taped my hairdryer to my toilet, and then I placed the item that needed drying underneath it. It was very effective in cutting drying time in half. But sometimes inconvenient, because I only have one toilet. I have to pee, but I can't, because more of my puffy paint love crafts are drying. See what I mean? Also, right there, under the blow dryer, you'll see that I wrote AH and GH. That's because I'm alluding to our future last name, Hardell. I want to see if she'll notice that. And then if she does, it'll be like, foreshadowing to the proposal to come. That's right, we're combining our names. Aww. Then I gathered everything I made that day / would need for the proposal, which included a giant box, the old ring box, the new ring box, candles, a picnic blanket, Doritos, a pen, ribbon, our special All About Us book, custom Hardell mason jar wine glasses, and some super lovey-dovey notes. Then I put all that stuff in the giant box with rose petals. And then I hid the box and cleaned my very crafty, very messy, very destroyed apartment. Several hours later, Grace came home and we packed up all our things for Paris. I somehow managed to get the giant box inside my suitcase. And by managed to find a place in my suitcase, I mean I waited till the next morning when Grace was gone at work. I unpacked everything, shoved the box in there somehow with all my humanly might, and packed everything else around it. Very difficult. This was my plan. Grace, myself, and Mama Hiltner would fly to Paris. Grace would suspect nothing of a proposal. But one evening, Grace's lovely mother would agree to let us slip away for a romantic private dinner. I would then pull out the giant box I packed and say, "Surprise! I have a whole evening of fun and romance packed right in here." We would then have a candlelit dinner in a French park where we could complete some pages in our relationship book, sip some wine from custom Hardell mason jars, and nibble on one of Grace's all-time favorite snacks, Doritos. It was gonna be great. Then, when the time felt right, I would pop the question. Tune in next week to hear Grace and I recant just exactly how that all went down. Spoiler, she said yes, but it's worth listening to the story because not everything went according to plans and hilarity ensued.
God, honey, no!
Also go follow Grace on Instagram at shehilt11 and tell her how pretty she is, because I love her and that'll make her day. Okay, bye!
Follow me on Twitter!
Bye.